I can hear a lot of parents exhaling just right there, like, oh, yes, it's not just you. Every parent around this time still has that thing hanging over their heads, you know. A parent wears many hats in the course of parenting, and when school resumption comes, everything seems to come to head, like, you know, you just have to adjust to the early morning routine, you have to adjust to paying the fees, additional everyday living costs. Now, this can be a lot, especially where children don't seem to understand the financial status of their parents. Oyindamola Shoderu is back with us once again to talk to us about, talk to parents about dealing with the pressure of paying fees and other bills. You know, let's put and other bills around this period because, you know, children can be, you know, they're the light of our lives. You know, they're our hope, they're our gifts. But then suddenly, you're not able to pay the fees on time. They're coming at you. Mommy, Auntie Cynthia said that you pay my fees, oh. Auntie Cynthia said you pay my fees, oh. Yeah. You know, there is that pressure. So there are parents watching right now. How do we deal with this?
Good morning, Titi.
Good morning.
Well, I would like to start by saying that the first thing to do, like you advise, is to breathe. Just take a deep breath and relax. Everything is going to be all right. But then I also want us to, I'd like to ask, why do we wait really till it's school fees time? I mean, I'm a parent, and I understand that the pressures are real. I understand that life happens and you need to pay a lot of bills, but I honestly think we can plan. For example, the kids have been on break for like 2 months, some 3 months. If you put a bit away, even if you don't have all of it, even if you have to like look for some sort of support, you'd find it easier if someone says, say, I need 100,000. The first question is, how much do you have? You know, so if you tell someone I have 40,000, then they're like, okay, you're serious. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is there are a lot of banks who offer these services. They'll put something away for you, you know, towards school fees. So it doesn't have to be a nightmare every time. I know in the local setting, we have what we call thrift or ajo. Yeah. You could, you know, team up with a group of people, and you know that, look, school fees is September, it's fixed. It doesn't change every year, you know, and like, okay, it's my turn, I'll take this. And then before the next term, you're putting something away again. You know, my mom had this idea, and I didn't like it when I was much younger, but she was always like, save for a rainy day. And her attitude and what she brought us up with is, consider it as money lost. If you misplace the money, you would still need to, yes, of course, you'd survive. So keep it.
I have to bring us back, though. I have to bring us back to that connection between parents and the children at this point. Yeah. Because there is that look that a child gives you when you're in a supermarket and you tell them, sorry, I can't buy that 3,000 naira ice cream. Because you just know that it's too much for ice cream. Yeah. But they're still giving you that puppy dog look of that ice cream, mommy, give it to me or I'll never be happy again. Now, the school issue now is a lot more pressure on them. They spend most of their time in school and their teacher gives them a message to give mommy and dad. You know, if I don't come with my fees tomorrow, they're not going to let me in. You know, that parenting process to prepare the child, or to prepare the parent, in fact, for that particular situation is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
Well, I've said it time and again, communication can't be overlooked. If you sit your child down and you say, this is the situation, no matter how young they are, you break it down for them. Children can actually be empathetic. They understand, really. So you tell your child, I'm going to sort it out. Just tell your auntie we're working on it. Do you understand? And for children who grow up in praying homes, you can actually tell your child, let's pray about it. You're developing character in them also. And they see that you're genuinely trying to address this issue. I mean, look at let me use my son as an example. He's too serious, in my opinion.
Okay.
And my son would come when he was in SS3. Mom, how much do you have in my college funds?
Wow.
This is college that hasn't even, you know, so there are children like that who would actually come back and say, look, auntie is putting me under pressure. Mommy, I don't like this. They would cry. But then you can always talk to them. You can always reassure them that, look, the moment we have it, we're going to sort this thing out. We're thinking about it. We care. Once a child knows you care, you know, they would understand.
I want to take us maybe a little further back to financial literacy.
Okay.
You know, for instance, with my kids, my twin girls, I've already started, they have a piggy bank, you know, and whenever they receive money from maybe an auntie or an uncle or whatever, they put it inside the piggy bank and they keep it. And I also tell them, I actually tell them the week I get paid. And I tell them that it's during this week and only this week that I can get them extra treats and extra snacks and things like that. But that was just my way of telling them, you know what, I've not been paid, though. I get paid once a month. I can't give you things every single time, you know. But with the school fees thing and the pressure from the teachers and all that, and the school, also with other kids in the school coming to say, oh, my daddy has paid mine, you know, that kind of thing. It does, I feel it might affect the child mentally. You know, and psychologically, whenever they keep going back into that particular environment and, you know, feeling that pressure. What would you advise parents to do in terms of advising or preparing their kids' minds for going back to that environment?
It's still the same thing, Titi. They just need to talk to them and tell them that everything is going to be all right. But you see, at the end of the day, I don't think it's fair for us to put the pressure on the children to be in that environment. If we plan, do you understand? A lot of schools would even take part payment and not put your child under pressure or send them out, you know, prevent them from writing tests and things. And then as parents, why don't we do what we can afford? Okay. We want the best for our children, but it doesn't have to cost us an arm and a leg. If your child can't go to that school, get them into a school where there's quality education and you can sleep and wake up with peace. Do you understand? So you don't have to be like the Joneses, I keep repeating. Do what you can afford, and you wouldn't be... A lot of us create this pressure for ourselves, really, and it's unfair to make your children have to deal with that.
All right. I have to give you a big thank you hug for coming to the studio once again this morning. Thank you so, so much. Please make your comments and contributions, put them online, use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria.